Yeah, I was born in Italy. I was born in Treviso, and then lived there in, I think it's Caniziano, and lived there until I was about 4 or 5, and then we moved over to England. It's even though we lived in England since I was 5 years old, and now I'm 23. Italy is very much a part of me, especially with my mum being Italian. She's very proud Italian, and she does everything she can to make sure that her kids, I have 2 younger brothers, we have as much Italian in us as possible. So it's a lot of nice food. She's a great chef, and my nonno still lives in Treviso. So when we were younger, we used to go on holiday there all the time. I guess with the English culture, it's a lot of different things. I have all my friends are English, and I've picked up a lot of things from them, and it's a cool balance. It's definitely different in a lot of ways, but also it's similar in that both cultures want to have a fun time, and they have their ways of doing that. Italians are with food and drink, and English also drinking, but it's in a different style. Yeah, no, it's just that ever since I was young. So my first language was Italian. I was born there, and all I could speak was Italian. So, and then I came over to England, and I then asked my mum to speak English to me because I was going to school in England and I couldn't speak any English. So it's kind of now changed. I think I might have to ask her now to speak Italian to me to make sure I practice it. No, but no, it's just what I've always called him. And when I'm with him, I speak Italian. It's just the way it's just what my mum always called him. So I always see him as my nonno, not my grandfather. I don't really call and both my grandfathers, I don't call them by grandfather. It's either my Australian side, it's by their names, and then my Italian side's nonna and nonna. So yeah, that's just how it is. My first club, we could say, was Richmond, which is where I lived when I moved over from Italy. Sorry, it's a club there, and I started playing rugby when I was 5. Played there until I was about 13. And then I started going to school at Hampton, which is also very close by. And I played a lot of rugby there. And then I got into the Harlequins Academy when I was 14, I'd say. And I was just in there ever since, and played a lot for them. And it got to a point where I was in my last year of school. I was 18, and I signed my first professional contract with Harlequins to join them when I finished school. So I started that, and then I won the Premiership a few years ago with Harlequins, so that was an amazing moment. And I've been with them since I was 14, and now next season I'm moving to Benetton. And the only experience I've had of Italian lifestyle and cultures when I've gone to visit my nonno on holiday, or what my mum is like at home. But everyone I've spoken to about Benetton and Treviso just says it's an amazing place, and the lifestyle is so different to England, and you'll love it. So I know it'll be a great time, and I'll have a lot of fun and make a lot of friends. I think that covers most of it. Yeah, I guess I only have one memory so far, which is a pretty good one. Obviously, my first cap, first win, first try. It's a pretty amazing first game, and hopefully I can experience that a lot more. It's an amazing feeling. It's up there with winning the Premiership with Harlequins on how I felt that day. And I keep looking back on it now, just thinking how amazing all that feeling was, having my family there, the friends I've made here. But looking forward to the last game of the Six Nations against Wales. We celebrated against Scotland, but then I think it was Sunday evening, we were just heads on. We got to refocus because Wales aren't going to be a pushover. It's not going to be an easy game because they are also fighting for something. And it's in Wales, which is known to be one of the best stadiums in the world. And home support for Wales is huge. I think we just need to make sure that we don't underestimate Wales, because they have some amazing players, some of the best players in the world, and they can click at any point, and when they do, they're dangerous. So we just got to make sure we get all our detail right, and I'm really looking forward to it.